Hey yo, what up guys? Today we'll be reacting to 3 pizza delivery horror stories. Please like, please subscribe, and turn on post notifications. In fact, don't even gotta like. Just subscribe, please. Please. And if you don't like this video, go check out some other ones. You have to like one of them. Anyway, I wanted to do this at nighttime. On the Saturday and Sunday, I was gonna upload like 2 horror story videos. But that's when I didn't feel like doing it, and I was like, dang. And well, I didn't say dang, but so I'm just gonna do it now. Hope you guys don't mind. Let's get into it.
Have you ever felt like this is probably the time where you are going to die? If you haven't, you are so damn lucky. This incident happened last week. The trauma of this incident is so fresh that I am still having a rough time recovering from it. I work in a pizza shop. My job includes taking orders and delivering them to customers at night. I have always worked the night shift and never faced any issues until now. Last week, I was standing near the counter when our shop's phone rang. I picked up and said, "Cheese man, can I take your order?" A man with a really grumpy and rough voice replied, "That's why I called, jackass." I felt a bit insulted by his behavior, but kept it to myself.
I'm like, who you talking to?
The man ordered 2 large pizzas and gave an
I wouldn't
address
have
of a
done
house
that.
residing in the outskirts
That's
of
my
the
job
town.
on the line right there.
I told the chef to prepare the order. I checked the address using my GPS and realized it's going to be a 20-minute drive. I stacked the boxes on the front seat of the car and started for the destination. I was driving amidst the small townships. It was 10 p.m. at night, so the streets were completely empty. The yellow street lights created a spooky atmosphere all around. I saw
Hope it's not too distracting, bro, but my hair itches.
a house at the end of the street and realized this is the location. I parked my car near the house and got out. The house looked quite abandoned to me, as if people hardly lived there. But I saw the lights in the room upstairs.
I'll be right back, Odd.
I walked to the main door and
I'll be right back, Odd. I'm back.
knocked. I could hear a whispering sound coming out of the house. No one opened the door.
By the way, no, it's not nighttime.
This time,
Just the lamps
I heard
on.
footsteps. It felt like someone is coming down the stairs and walking towards the main door. The door opened after a few seconds. An angry-looking man with a rough bearded face stood in the doorway. His eyes were slightly red and
Looks high.
smelling of whiskey. The man said in
Probably
a rough
drunk too.
voice, "What do you want?" Hearing his voice,
I'm like, I got your order, sir.
This is the same guy who insulted me on the phone. I said in a calm but firm voice, "Your pizza's here."
Well, I wouldn't have done that, because as soon as I would have did this, I would have turned back around to see a fist in my face or a gun or a knife. I would have, and either I would have died that night, kidnapped that night. Sex trafficking is a real thing, man. And that would have been me, one of those boys.
The man checked me out from head to toe and then paid me the money, saying, "You can go now," and slammed the door hard on my face. I thought to myself, what an asshole.
Yep.
This guy is surely fucking drunk with no...
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name is Chris Willow.
I'm like, man, if I had a gun on me, I just would have shot him and took his money. Now let me stop.
No sense of manners. I got back to the car and was just about to start the engine when a sound came to my ears. The sound was so mellow that it took me a bit of time to figure out what it was. As I tried to listen closely, I figured out it was a sobbing sound of a little girl. I looked around, but there wasn't anyone. It was only me inside my car under a
Hey, bro,
streetlight.
go. He's
I
gonna
listened
get
for
out,
a few
isn't he?
seconds more and realized the crying sound was coming from the house where I just delivered the pizzas. It would have been possible that the drunk asshole had a little daughter and it was a matter of their personal life. But there was something in the cry of this little girl that kept pleading me not to leave.
Don't get out.
I slowly came out of the
Oh
car
my
and
gosh, I
tiptoed
hate
to the
white
house.
people. No, I'm playing.
I got close to the main door and tried to listen to
But
the
come
sounds.
on, bro. I can't really hate white people since I am a little bit of white. And my grandparents, who I'm on my dad's side, are also white. And my dad's mom is also white. So if I hated white people, I would hate them, which is I love my great-grandparents on my dad's side. I don't know my dad's mom because he doesn't want me to meet her, and if I do ever meet her, she'll probably be in a casket because I went to her funeral or something, which is I doubt it. Or it's going to be when I'm older, which is highly doubt that one as well, if I haven't seen her in 13 years, which is I am 13, so yeah. Which is his dad.
She's telling you what to do. Get over there.
His dad got remarried to someone else, that's the grandma I know of. So I don't know. I don't know my dad's mom. But point is, what would you guys do? Are y'all running or are y'all staying? And even if you do stay, at least lock the car. Like, at least lock the car and call the cops, bro. There is no need to be doing all this.
I was coming from the house. The little girl was continuously sobbing, but I heard two more sounds this time. I heard two men talking in a really low voice, but their talking mode was so rough that I could hear almost everything they were speaking. The grumpy drunk who opened the door was saying to another man, "I told you to tie her mouth tightly."
Oh.
The other man replied, "I did, but she won't stop sobbing. Not everything is my fault, Brute." I said to myself, "So this asshole's name is Brute?" Brute replied in an angry voice, "I shouldn't have made you a partner in the first place. Can't even keep a 10-year-old girl quiet, jackass." They get into an argument with each other and started to use really obscene
Someone
language.
gets shot.
The girl's cry got louder. There was a small window on the house porch. I slowly peeked
Bro,
inside.
call the cops.
What I saw scared the hell out of me. A little girl was lying on a dusty mattress on the floor.
So you already heard them talk about this and already heard a girl crying, and you're telling me that you don't even think to call the cops? What? She could have just died right now because they could have got tired of hearing her scream. Could have just got hit with a baseball bat, anything. It would have been your fault. Mostly her fault for being dumb. For being dumb and crying still. Like, bro, if I ever get kidnapped, I ain't gonna cry. I might scream, but as soon as they tell me to shut up and do a motion, like, shut up, I'm shutting up. I ain't even gonna say anything at that point. I'm gonna be like, oh man. Especially if they got a gun in their hand. Ooh, I've never got hit with a gun. But I heard pistol whipping and that hurts a lot. So I think I'd rather not feel that pain. They'd be like, shut up. I'd be like, oh, okay, sir, my bad. Sorry. You wouldn't even have to worry about me at that point. Take me away.
Her hands and legs were tied.
But bro, why are you not calling the cops?
Take two.
Like, common sense.
Her wide eyes looked fucking terrified. I could tell from her expression that she was in danger. The two men were sitting on the porch.
Oh wow, common sense.
Drunk guy, and the other was a bony, creepy-looking guy sitting right next to him. The entire scenario became crystal clear to me. I realized they are professional kidnappers and have abducted this little girl. This house is probably an abandoned house, which is why they chose this place to keep the girl. To be honest, I was really nervous at the beginning and thought to leave the place and inform the cops about it. I thought it would be better if the cops handled this matter. But then I again looked at this little girl and realized how dangerous it would be if I just leave her here like this.
If I ever meet this guy in real life, me and him are gonna have to fight, bro. Bro, if I was to ever know this guy and work with him, let's say he breaks a few bones or something, I would go, as soon as he comes back, I wouldn't even be cheering for him. I would say that was your dumb fault for not letting the cops. All he has to do is look in the window, stay there, and make sure no one else comes. And then he's good. As long as no one else sees him or someone doesn't come up behind him, and the cops will still get there and he will be A-okay. In fact, most of the time, the cops probably would have said, hey, stay on the phone. So that's when you stay on the phone. So even if someone does come behind you and does a quick, they're going to come there way faster. Because now you're off the... Like common sense. Yeah, they may be gone by then, but like, come on, bro. Where's the common sense, man? Come on now. Come on.
Don't know what these two bastards will do to her.
This somewhat makes me
What
mad.
if they take her to some other place or worse, kill her for ransom? With various thoughts going on in my head, I decided to take one step at a time because there was no way I was leaving this little girl to die at the hands of these criminals. I made no sound and got to my car. I got inside it and called 911.
Okay, bro. Good.
I reported the entire situation.
Close your door
so that the kidnappers couldn't hear me. The nearest police station was about 20 minutes away from that area. They told me to keep my eyes open and they will be here as soon as they can. Even though I knew the cops were on their way, I couldn't just sit in the car and wait. I got out and started to walk towards the back side of the house. As I reached the back door, I saw those two men going upstairs. The little girl was lying on the ground like before. I said to myself, Matthew, this is your only chance. Luckily, the back door
bro,
of the
he's
house
kidding,
had a
right?
small entrance for dogs and cats.
Of course, nope, he's
I put
not.
my hand through it
Oh,
and
yep.
twisted the doorknob slowly.
He ain't
The door
kidding.
opened. I paused and listened carefully. Those men were still upstairs arguing. I tiptoed to the living room and reached towards the little girl. I turned her over and she started to panic at first. I shushed her by gesturing
Yeah, like, shut up.
and said in a whispering voice, I am here.
I hate
to
when
help you.
kids in movies are.
She nodded her head.
Like, shut up.
Stood up,
Like, it's
started
like you
to
want to
untie her.
get beat.
She was sobbing like before.
And I know what y'all are thinking. Aiden, that's rude. This happens in the. Yes, I know what happens. So shut up and lay there. You're in an abandoned house far away. No one's going to hear you, even if they drive by. The only way someone is going to hear you is if they come up. They come up to the door, or just start walking around the house, or are walking by the house. Besides that, no one's going to hear you. God, my nose itches. But no one's going to hear you. So shut up, sit down, and just don't say anything. Just don't even say anything. Just sit there like this. They might take the duct tape off of your mouth if you shut up. Common sense would say, but So then if you do hear someone walking by, well, no, you'll probably just get shot or knocked out. Point is, shut up. I hate that in movies too, bro. Shut up.
Suddenly, I heard footsteps and I started to hurry up. I was almost done when I heard a thunder-striking voice from the stairs. Hey, who the hell are you? What are you doing, you bastard?
Hold up.
Started to hurry up. I was almost done when I heard a thunder-striking voice from the stairs.
She's still crying?
Hey,
yeah.
Who the hell?
I think she's still crying. You know why? You know what they were coming down for? Oh, yeah, they were coming down. And don't be thinking wrong. They were coming down to beat her. They were going to get her to shut up. They probably, after a while, either they went up to do something else, and then they were going to come back down, or they came back down because they were like, okay, she needs to shut the... She would have got it. That's what happens when you don't shut up.
The hell are you? What are you doing, you bastard?
By the way, I'm not going to watch all three. We're just going to watch
on the stairs.
One.
His face seemed like the hound from hell.
Breathing
like
what?
You want a chocolate strawberry?
No, I don't. Now get out my room.
I bought them.
I don't care. Get out my room.
Okay.
Get out.
Aldi.
I'm about to fart in your room. Shut up. Go.
BJ, yeah, BJ.
I'm about to throw this one. I swear to God, bro. I really would knock her out.
Wolf. I immediately took the little girl on my lap and started to run towards the door. Brute took out a huge knife.
Oh, yeah, no. Yep.
I was just close to
I can still hear her crying, bro. Yep, she would have been the death.
I screamed in pain because I knew he stabbed me deeply, but I didn't stop.
Oh, yeah, that girl would have been the death of me.
Crying and screaming in fear, seeing blood coming out of my leg.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Tightly to my chest.
Oh my gosh, it's blood. Shut up. I know you've seen blood in your life. Bro, I swear, I would knock that girl out, bro. If I even came in there to rescue her, I would straight up punch her so hard that she's getting knocked out. No, I'm genuinely serious. I would go in there, knock her out. I mean, I'm punching her with force. If her jaw breaks, I'm just going to blame it on them. If she has a bruise, I'm just going to blame it on them. She's going to get knocked out, even though they're probably going to... In fact, I won't even untie her or anything like that. I'm just going to pick her up, start running. I won't even have to run. I'm going to quietly walk and just... Yeah, if you ever think I would do this, no, never. I'm staying in my car and probably will drive a little bit down the street, sit there and wait for the cops to come. It is not my job to be hero and go in there and save her, especially if she's going to be crying like a little. I understand. Okay? No, I wouldn't knock her out. For all of y'all saying, that's wrong, Eden, that's wrong. No, I wouldn't knock her out. But for all of y'all, yes, I understand. She's scared. Okay? I understand, cry, she's probably a toddler. But come on, you gotta be quiet. I'm trying to help you. If you're not gonna be quiet, how am I gonna get you out? The only way I would go in that house if they left the area. Like they were, I don't care if they went upstairs. You have to leave the area for me to go inside. Nope, I'm gonna stay right in my car and wait. I'm gonna just be on my phone, watching YouTube, playing video games, and I'm gonna wait.
I knew I wouldn't make it that far.
The sun coming up?
I turned around and saw those two criminals chasing me.
Oh yeah, no, they gonna stab me to my death. You already know I'm gonna throw her in. I'm running. No, let me stop. Let me stop. I wouldn't do that. That's wrong.
Stop! I will kill you, you son of a bitch.
See?
Stop right now. My leg was about to give
I just would have been like, well, here you go. You can have her. I don't care. No, I don't stop. I wouldn't have done that. This is all jokes, guys. All this is jokes.
Girl in my arms was dying in front of my eyes. I saw a flash of red and blue lights.
But she does need to shut up. Now that wasn't a joke. She does need to shut up. I understand she's scared, but she needs to be quiet. Shoot him.
I was sure that they have seen the
Yeah,
cops.
they're not gonna shoot him. If there was a black guy there, they would have.
And a lady cop came rushing towards me. As soon as she took the little girl from my arms, I lost my senses. I had to stay in the hospital for a week. The cops managed to reunite the girl with her parents and have arrested Brute and his partner.
Sometimes pay attention to your
I might
kids.
have to limp while walking for the rest of my life. But when that little girl visited me in the hospital, her smile and the tears of joy on her parents' face made all my pain worth it. I am happy that I could save a little child's life on that night of pizza delivery.
I respect it. Do they actually get caught? I respect it. Because, like I said, I would have been in that car and I just would have sat there and waited. I'm not getting, no. Yeah, no. Because what if they would have had a gun? Because most people who kidnap or, stuff like that have guns. So there would have been no point of you even running. They would have just shot you. Now you're on the ground bleeding out, and they just would have killed you right then and there. You wouldn't have even saved her. She would have felt that freedom for like 5 seconds. 5 seconds. But respect it. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Like I said, all of this is jokes. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.